Hello, Namaste, Adab, Sat Sri Akal. This is As Muhammad Khan, and I again welcome you with very interesting topic, that is laws of motion. Yes, students, we have read about the force, and the force idea was given by an ancient scientist, and the name of that ancient scientist is Aristotle. Aristotle gave the idea of force, and what he told about the force, that pull or push of an object is known as force. But with the help of the different experiments by the different scientists, Sir Isaac Newton gave the laws, and in that he also introduced the idea of the force, and that idea was given by his second law of motion. And in this sequence he gave the three laws of motion. First law of motion, that is known as law of inertia. Second law of motion, that is known as law of momentum or law of force, because we derive the formula of the force with the help of the second law. Third law of motion, that is known as action and reaction law. So these are the three laws that were given by the great scientist Sir Isaac Newton. So one by one we will discuss about these laws. So the first law of motion is known as law of inertia. Why do we call it the law of inertia? If we will observe in our surrounding or in our daily life, if we want to drag a heavy box, or if we want to pull a heavy box, or we want to push a heavy box, then what we observe that heavy box resists the change and it wants to remain on its same position. And this tendency is found in both living as well as in non-living. This tendency of the resistance is known as inertia. So this law is known as law of inertia. According to this law, all the objects, living as well as non-living, they resist the change. If they are in rest position, then they want to remain in rest. If they are in motion, then they want to remain in motion till the unbalanced force is not applied on them. Means for the motion, what is needed? Unbalanced force is needed. And according to this law, there are the three types of the inertia are possessed by the particular objects. Now one by one we will discuss about those inertias. Students, there are the three types of the inertia. Inertia of motion, inertia of rest, and inertia of direction. Now one by one we will discuss about these types of inertia. So student, there are the three types of inertia. First is inertia of motion. In the inertia of the motion, the object have the tendency, if they are in motion, then they want to remain in motion. till the unbalanced force is not applied on them. Like when we play like with a ball, then the ball wants to remain in motion till the unbalanced force is not applied on it. Like if we speak about the ball, then after the motion the ball automatically stop after covering some distance. Why is it stopped? Why is it stopped? It is stopped due to the unbalanced force that is applied in the form of friction, student, frictional force. So due to the frictional force the ball is stopped. Otherwise it will have the particular motion. Now next is inertia of rest. It is the tendency of the object, all the objects, living as well as non-living. If they are in rest, then they want to remain in rest and they resist the change till the unbalanced force is not applied on them. And this tendency of the object is known as inertia of rest. Like many times when we travel in a bus and suddenly bus starts its motion, then our body moves in the backward direction. Why is it moved in the backward direction? It is due to the inertia of rest, because our body resists the change. Like this, when the bus stops suddenly, at that time our body remains in motion and our body moves in the forward direction. So it is due to the inertia, student. Next is the inertia of direction. What is the inertia of direction? It is the tendency of the objects in which they move in a particular direction and they want to remain in that particular direction only till the unbalanced force is not applied on them. And for this I can give you one example of the football game. When the players play the football, then one player kick the ball towards the goal, and with the help of that the particular ball move towards the goal only, and it is an example of inertia of direction. And the kicking of the ball is an example of unbalanced force. So these are the types and the examples of inertia. Now again I want to revise the laws of inertia. What is the law of inertia? According to this, all the objects have the tendency in which they resist the change. If they are in rest, then they want to remain in rest. If they are in motion, then they want to remain in motion till the unbalanced force is not applied on them. And this tendency of the object is known as inertia. And inertia is depend on one physical quantity, that is mass, student. It is directly proportional to the mass of the object. If the objects have the more mass, then they will have the more inertia. If the objects have the less mass, then they will have the less inertia. So inertia depends on the mass of the object, and it is the law of inertia. Now I am sure that you have understood the first law of motion, and now you will read it in your book. So thank you very much and have a nice day.